We've got two small kids, full-time jobs, and a big house with a garden. If we don't stick to some simple systems, everything turns into chaos. These are the 10 systems that make our family life easier. The best one is number 10, so make sure to stick around. None of this is about being perfect. It's about reducing friction and decision fatigue. Most of these only take minutes, but they save up hours of time. System number 1, the evening reset. Every evening, one of us puts the kids to bed and the other one clears up down here in the kitchen or in the dining room. This means that when the kids are asleep, we don't have to spend all night just clearing up. We actually have time set aside to enjoy our own hobbies. For me, for example, it's editing YouTube videos or reading a book or something of that nature. But it's just for us very important that we get a bit of time that's adult time and not just time kids. System number 2, do a little bit of cleaning every day and safeguard the weekends. We'd rather spend 10 minutes cleaning a bit every day than having to waste basically half of Saturday or Sunday cleaning. Weekends are sacred to us. This is where we have time to enjoy family life together. So let's not waste it with other more rigorous tasks. System number 3, the 2-minute rule. This is the one that ties everything together, but I'll explain it properly at the end. System number 4, protect the morning. We make lunchboxes at night. We lay out clothes for the kids so that we don't have to deal with all this in the morning. Mornings is about survival, let's be honest. With two small kids that can throw tantrums, you don't want any other obstacles to get in the way. So just make everything ready so that you know what you have to do in the morning is just get up, have something to eat, get clothes on, brush your teeth, and get out the door. We don't want that left up to debate. This is something that really just helps us a bunch. In the beginning, we didn't have this system, but once we changed this thing, everything just fell into place. System 5, meal planning. We meal plan once every week. Boring, I know, but it really can't be overstated how important it is to just have a meal plan. We stick to at least 5 regular meals, and then we might switch up the last 2 meals, which also adds a buffer if we are going somewhere, see friends and family and that sort of thing. System 6, shared grocery list. This one has been a game changer for us. We used to, when we had to go to the grocery store, jot down a piece of paper, what are the groceries we are missing. Now, whenever we are noticing we are out of, for example, milk in the fridge or getting close to it, we'll add it to the grocery list. And then when we go shopping, we can look at the list and see what we need to buy. We use a digital grocery list because it just syncs easily across our phones. And we use just one called Our Groceries, but any list will do really. But it just makes a huge difference. System 7, shared calendar. Now, this one goes a bit along with the shared grocery list, but we also keep a shared calendar. We use Google Calendar. Any calendar will do, but it just saves us a bunch of time avoiding overbooking of events. And I'm not surprised when my partner needs to go somewhere or, we have something planned with the kids. We keep the calendar on display, centrally placed in the house, so that we can always see what events are going on. System 8, get your kids involved. Now, we have a boy of under 2 years old and a girl that's under 4 years old. Now, the boy can't really do much except just standing around and maybe snacking a bit while we're in the kitchen. But our daughter is really able already to help us out. It is super fun to have them involved in the kitchen. And I think it also pays dividends later on so they learn how to make their own food and they get to spend time with us. I know what you might be thinking. Don't let them use sharp knives and that sort of thing. And it's too dangerous. But there is kid alternatives, right? So we have these non-sharp knives that actually work extremely well for kids, as well as a little peeler here that our daughter is very good at using. So, for example, if we are peeling carrots, she'll peel all the carrots with this peeler. And then, of course, we might have to go through and do the final cuts, but then she's involved and it's super nice and she can make the table and that sort of thing as well, right? System 9, the one touch rule. Now, this one is a bit of a work in progress, but the general idea is that if you pick up an item, move it to its correct spot. Don't leave it hanging about somewhere where it doesn't belong. So, of course, for this to work, you also need to have a designated spot for every one of your items, right? And if you're in a hurry, I know it can be a bit difficult, but it's really a habit that's nice to build up. And I find that it really just helps us have a way nicer, tidier home with a lot more headspace because you're not worrying about all this crap being around everywhere. You just tidy it as you go along. System 10, automate as much as possible. Now, this goes for many things in our lives. One thing that can apply to everyone is money. Set up bank accounts for different purposes. You know, your budget account, renovation, sinking fund, investments, so on and so forth, and make it not an active decision to allocate and distribute your money however you see fit, but have it automated from month to month so that you don't have to put in effort to have your savings go up. It also applies in other areas. For example, we have a garden where for our lawn there, we have a robot lawnmower that frees up time for us to doing other things outside in the garden, growing vegetables and that sort of thing. And then the lawn part of the garden practically just takes care of itself due to the robot lawnmower doing its job. System 11, the 2-minute rule. This is what we talked about in system 3, but let me elaborate. Most annoying tasks take less than 2 minutes. And if you don't do them, they tend to pile up into mental clutter and you just won't get a chance to really do it. So we try to do it immediately. Here's a few examples. If there's clothes on the couch that shouldn't be there, move it straight away. Put that dirty dish in the dishwasher. Don't just leave it on the kitchen counter. Empty the recycling bins once they're full. Add items to the grocery list. Reply to that one message. Don't let it lingering around in the head. All these things, if you make that a habit to just do things that take less than 2 minutes, trust me, you'll have a way better and easier time. That was it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you like these tips, feel free to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.